Tottenham Hotspur remain in the top four as our North London rivals Arsenal go down 3-0 at Selhurst Park against Crystal Palace. Spurs are interested in Inter Milan centre-forward Lautaro Martinez. Could Christian Eriksen be returning to the club in the summer? And Tottenham Hotspur midfielder Oliver Skipp is now in advanced negotiations over a bumper new contract. Welcome back to the channel. Hope you're all keeping well. In today's episode, I'll be going through all of the latest Tottenham news, all of the rumours and all of the reports. If you're watching this on YouTube, please do hit that subscribe button. Also hit that like button and that notification bell where YouTube will notify you every single time I upload a new video. If you're listening to this on an audio platform, do hit that follow button and leave a review if you can. Just before I get into today's video, make sure that you download the OneFootball app for all of the live football scores, results and news, as well as getting all of the latest Spurs news on this channel. You can also see it all here. Download the OneFootball app to keep up to date with everything Tottenham Hotspur, club news, transfer news, match information, videos, tables and results from all around the world. Don't miss out, and please do let me know what you think of this app. So let's start by talking about one result in the Premier League from Monday evening. Crystal Palace 3, Arsenal 0. Tottenham Hotspur remain in the top four in the Premier League. We have played 30, we have won 17, we have drawn 3 and lost 10. We have a goal difference of plus 15. We have 54 points. Our North London rivals Arsenal are still behind us in 5th place. They have played 29, so they do have one game in hand. They have also won 17. They have also drawn 3. They have lost 9 games. They have a goal difference now of plus 10. They have 54 points. Before the weekend, there will be a couple of Premier League games taking place. Burnley will host Everton at Turf Moor. And then on Friday evening, Newcastle will take on Wolves. And then, of course, Tottenham Hotspur will be in action on Saturday, away at Aston Villa, 5:30 p.m. kickoff. Also on Saturday, Everton will play Manchester United, Arsenal will play Brighton, Southampton will play Chelsea, and Watford will play Leeds. So my thoughts on Monday Night Football. Of course, Crystal Palace beating Arsenal 3-0. I tell you what, after our result, beating Newcastle 5-1 on Sunday, and now this result, really significant result for us, because that now is a 7-goal swing in our favour. Plus 4 goal difference on Sunday against Newcastle, and then, of course, Crystal Palace putting 3 past Arsenal. If it goes down to the wire, finishing in the top 4, it could go down to goal difference, and now Spurs are 5 better off than Arsenal. We have plus 15, Arsenal now have plus 10. I've got to say, though, really enjoyed that game. Crystal Palace 3, Arsenal 0, and many congratulations and well done, and thank you so much, Crystal Palace Football Club. Now, in case you missed the earlier episode of Tottenham News, the latest round of Premier League broadcast selection has been completed, including a rescheduled date for the North London derby at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. We will take on our North London rivals Arsenal at home on Thursday the 12th of May. The kickoff time is 7:45 p.m. in a key clash that will be televised live on Sky Sports. Meanwhile, our matches in May against Liverpool and Burnley will now be televised. Our trip to Anfield remains on Saturday the 7th of May, and that will now kick off at 7:45 p.m, screened live on BT Sport. The Burnley game at home remains on Sunday the 15th of May, but will now kick off at 12 noon. That one is also live on BT Sport. The Spurs Under 23s were in action on Monday evening. The Under 23s endured a frustrating evening as they fell to a 3-1 defeat away to West Ham in Premier League 2. Despite there being little to separate the sides in the first 40 minutes, goals either side of half-time put the hosts in the driving seat. As we battled for a way back into the game, we were then hit on the counter with 11 minutes remaining, which made it 3-0 to West Ham. We did get on the score sheet in the game's closing stages with Max Robson firing home in injury time, his first goal at this level. Lots of reports have been published about this story. This one is from Team Talk, all about Tottenham Hotspur midfielder Oliver Skipp, and it states he is reportedly in advanced negotiations over a deal to commit his future to the club long term. In this report, it says that the 21-year-old only penned a fresh contract back in 2020 when Jose Mourinho was still in charge of the team. However, reports at the time suggested that that was only for around £25,000 a week, which would make him one of the lowest paid first-team stars. Since then, Oliver Skipp emerged as a regular starter in Antonio Conte's midfield before suffering a serious groin injury in January. The talented midfielder formed a strong partnership with Pierre-Emile Højbjerg in the Spurs engine room. However, he's had to watch on as January signing Rodrigo Bentancur has made a major impact along the Dane in his absence. Oliver Skipp is expected back in full training now, though, and looks set to give Antonio Conte a timely boost for the run-in. And it looks as though he may also be rewarded with a bumper pay rise to lift his mood even further. Sky Sports transfer tracker states that the player is in negotiations to extend his stay at Tottenham. Oliver Skipp was a fringe first teamer before going on loan at Norwich City last season. That move served him well as he starred in a Canary side that earned an immediate return to the Premier League. The form that he showed at Carrow Road earned him a look-in under Nuno Espirito Santo first. However, it's under Antonio Conte that Skipp has taken his game to another level. His range of passing willingness to put his foot in has seen the Italian become a big admirer of the midfielder. If and when Oliver Skipp does return to the fold, Antonio Conte will be left with a difficult decision to make. He may opt to try the youngster alongside the impressive Bentancur to give Tottenham more midfield balance. However, at this stage, it looks likely that Oliver Skipp will be a useful bench option for the season finale. That could prove bad news for Harry Winks, though, with Oliver Skipp rated higher than the England man by Antonio Conte. Now, my thoughts on Oliver Skipp. Of course, he should be rewarded with a brand new contract. He has been absolutely sensational under Antonio Conte, and he will get better and better and better. Every single Spurs manager has raved about him. Jose Mourinho said that he will be a future Tottenham Hotspur captain. I have absolutely no doubt about that whatsoever. That loan move to Norwich City last season was absolutely fantastic for him. He has come in. Of course, he played under Nuno Espirito Santo, but as that report rightly said, he has really come on under Antonio Conte, and he is going to be a real star for the future. And we have really missed him. You know, be honest, we have really missed him. So he does deserve a new bumper deal and pay the man exactly what he deserves. And I think it's so nice to have options as well because, of course, Antonio Conte, after the Newcastle game where we beat them 5-1 on Sunday, he was really raving about Pierre-Emile Højbjerg doing a fantastic job. So when Oliver Skipp does come back into the frame, who does he put in there? Bentancur? I don't think you can take Bentancur out. How can you take Pierre-Emile Højbjerg out when Antonio Conte is raving about him? So Oliver Skipp, does he walk straight back into the team? It's going to be very, very interesting, but a great position to be in for Conte because, of course, you want all of these players fighting for those positions and giving their absolute best. A report has just been published by the Daily Express all about a player that we apparently put a bid in for at the start of this season, Lautaro Martinez. It states here in the article that Arsenal and Spurs are set for Lautaro Martinez bidding war as Inter Milan set £67 million price. Inter Milan forward Lautaro Martinez has been tipped to leave the club this summer. It says that Arsenal and Tottenham could enter a bidding war to sign Inter Milan ace Lautaro Martinez. The 24-year-old has become one of the best forwards in Serie A over the last few seasons and has been tipped to leave the club this summer. In this report, it says, according to reports in Italy, Spurs boss Antonio Conte has included Lautaro Martinez's name on a list of transfer targets he has given to sporting director Fabio Paratici. And Arsenal chiefs want Martinez as they have every intention of giving manager Arteta a great striker next season. Martinez is contracted to Inter until the summer of 2026 after putting pen to paper on a new contract last October. The Argentina international apparently no longer has a release clause in his contract, but an offer of £67 million could be enough to turn the heads of Inter chiefs. Now, my thoughts on this rumour about Lautaro Martinez. Apparently, we put a bid in for him at the start of this season under Nuno Espirito Santo. It didn't quite come off. Could it come off in the summer? Who knows? But I really want two things this summer for sure. I want Tottenham to go big in the transfer market. I want us to sign a really big signing, a real wow signing where we're all wowed by this signing. And, world-class player, I mean. And, of course, I want Tottenham Hotspur to sign a striker. I've said on this channel so often that the last striker that we signed on a permanent deal was back in 2017, and that was Fernando Llorente. Of course, we had Carlos Vinicius last season. Of course, we had Gareth Bale last season, both players on loan. But when you think of Carlos Vinicius and Gareth Bale last season, 26 goals between them, and we didn't replace either of those in the squad. So I feel that, having a backup striker, an alternative striker, whatever you want to call it, a player even to play alongside Harry Kane, it is needed. And I'm sure Antonio Conte will be demanding signing another striker, because it is crazy how we haven't signed a striker in so long. A report has been published by the Evening Standard all about former Tottenham Hotspur midfielder Christian Eriksen, who of course now plays for Brentford. It states that Brentford hopeful over Christian Eriksen's stay as Tottenham and Manchester United eye summer deals. In the main article, it says that Thomas Frank is hopeful that Christian Eriksen will ignore interest from Tottenham and Manchester United and pen a new deal at Brentford. The Danish international has been a sensation for the Bees since making a return to professional football and scored his first goal for the club in their shock 4-1 demolition of West London rivals Chelsea on Saturday. Christian Eriksen signed a contract until the end of the season at Brentford, and Tottenham boss Antonio Conte has already declared an interest in snapping up the player he signed for Inter Milan as a free agent this summer. It also states that Manchester United are also reported to be keen, but Thomas Frank is hoping to keep the 30-year-old. He said, "I think it's no secret that I want him to continue here next season. I know Christian Eriksen is enjoying his football and really enjoying being back." Now, my thoughts on Christian Eriksen possibly coming back to Spurs under Antonio Conte. Of course, he played for Inter Milan last season and, of course, won the league with Conte. I would absolutely love to see Eriksen back in a Tottenham Hotspur shirt. I know I'm probably in the minority, but I think that Christian Eriksen is a real game changer. We are seeing his quality for Brentford. Lovely to see him score at Stamford Bridge as well. Of course, he was one of the goal scorers as well as Dele Alli when we won at Stamford Bridge last time back in 2018. That was the first time that we'd won there in 28 years. What a moment that was. So, of course, he's gone back to Stamford Bridge and put another one in this time for Brentford. But, many congratulations to Christian Eriksen. So pleased for him, seeing it's working out for him at Brentford. But, I would love to see him back at Spurs. And as I say, when you want a game changer, even a player coming off the bench, Christian Eriksen is certainly your man. Thanks for watching and thanks for listening. I hope you enjoyed it. If you're watching this on YouTube, please do hit that subscribe button. Also hit that like button and that notification bell where YouTube will notify you every single time I upload a new video. If you're listening to this on an audio platform, do hit that follow button and leave a review if you can. And I'll see you on the next one. Stay safe and well. Come on, you Spurs.
Hi, I'm Bill from Football Prizes. I'm just here to tell you about the weekly prizes that we run on the site. Prizes such as our signed memorabilia, match day tickets, trips abroad and more. Just go to our website www.footballprizes.co.uk.